Guys, welcome to the Hustle Rustle Experience. My guest today, David Title of Bravo Media. Hey, David.
How you doing?
How are you?
Can't complain. It's quarantine, fantastic time.
Let me ask you a question, David. Burning question. What is experiential media?
I think it's a made-up term that I'm feeling is going to go away before too long. Back in the day, I was involved in like the very early days of web series and right after YouTube launched, and worked with things like Super Deluxe and Funny or Die, and everyone called it new media. And we had new media panels and we had new media conferences, and you'd go up to Just for Laughs in Montreal and all the new media stuff was happening. And I really think there was like a day where we all woke up and went, oh man, I think that's just media. And I feel like experiential marketing, it's marketing. Like if you're doing marketing and it isn't experiential in some way, you've really screwed up.
So I like to think of what I'm doing as a new media enterprise. Does that make sense?
Sure. Why not? Go with new media enterprise.
Okay. So I believe in experiences. I believe in the experience of hustling. How do you feel about that?
I think you don't hustle, you don't get anywhere.
There you go.
No one's gonna help you out if you're sitting on your ass.
No one is. No one is. No one's going to come knocking on the door with a bunch of money. You got to knock on their door and take the money. True?
I mean, it certainly doesn't hurt to knock first. Have you gone to Zoom parties?
I've gone to several what I like to call virtual events.
I love that term, virtual events. I think it's a really excellent term.
Thank you. I was hoping to get onto the subject with you. So
yeah.
I consider virtual event to be the perfect term for what we're experiencing out here today in this climate. Agree or disagree?
I would kind of disagree. I think while other people are being driven crazy by the term new normal or pivot, I find the use of virtual right now to be really almost offensive.
I don't want to offend you at all. I'm just saying, for me, when someone invites me to a virtual event, that to me is the perfect kind of language that we should pivot to in this kind of new normal.
Virtual really does imply virtual reality, which would be a fantastic solution to a lot of these challenges if we had the market penetration for the hardware. Because if you've been in a actual virtual world with other people virtually represented, it's a phenomenal experience. A Zoom meeting, a webinar, which we've been doing since 15, 20 years, and FaceTime, it's not a virtual anything. You're there. There's nothing virtual about it.
David, I'm totally with you. How about now?
I'd say that's at least you're sticking to the stock stuff they give you with the program. Means you're not overpaying for the service.
Quick counterpoint.
Yeah.
How about now?
It's dynamic. It's exciting. I still don't know if you've hit virtual for me.
Got it. Not quite a virtual experience. How about now?
It's closer. I like you've added the video, which gives it a more sense of sort of reality.
David, hot subject. Glad we kind of bulldozed through that virtual kind of barrier that we had there. Let's set that aside for now.
Yeah.
Moving on to a much more important subject. Have you been quarantining on the same island that Tom Hanks did on Castaway?
I wish that would be peaceful and quiet. No, but I have been due to the sort of the health risk of actually getting anyone to do anything professional to my hair. I've been given permission to just let this happen, and I've really enjoyed it. I think it's a great hobby for somebody who doesn't like to have a lot of work to do with their hobby. It's a lesson in leaving alone. It's a lesson in patience.
Patience is important, but patience is not important as lead volume. Got to plant those seeds if you want to convert those leads.
Yeah, it's all farming.
How do you qualify leads? And how should people think about lead generation right now during this time of pivoting to new normals?
Well, I think judging from what I've seen, it starts with an email newsletter that describes, how important you think this time is, and how much you care about everybody who's been hurt, and that you're also, putting things on sale. And now might be the perfect time for a mattress, for instance, because you're home a lot, and during, now more than ever, you want a strong back for a tough time. And so, yeah, I think we have somehow jumped the authenticity shark. I don't want authenticity from the people trying to sell me a burger. I want to go back to Carl's Jr. ads that say this is a terrible thing that's going to make you feel terrible and you still want to eat it.
So just to peel right to the itch, right to the consumer, scratch the itch, buy the product, move on, nice to know you, end of the transaction. Is that what you're putting down?
Or entertain me or amaze me.
Or entertain me or amaze me.
Surprise and delight me.
Warmer, David.
Surprise
title.
And delight me. That would be great.
Sir.
That's what I want.
In the spirit of surprise and delight, I will have to do a quick PSA for Hustle Russell Enterprises. Just going to put you on hold for 1 second, David.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining this. I just want to do a quick plug for Hustle Russell Enterprises. During these uncertain times, it is very hard to know what's going to happen, very hard to know what's coming around the corner. We have your back. We happen to have a sale going on right now, 15% off for all consultation services. Again, it's Hustle Russell Enterprises. I just want you to know it's scary out there. It's cozy in here. We are your friend. We are a brand, but we are also your friend. Let's get back to the interview, David. We both agree that you need to till that land if you want to build that brand. But
Sure.
We absolutely, it seems, have a slight distinction on how to do it.
I mean, I think if they don't want what you're selling, it's going to be a harder sell.
Correct.
That goes without saying. But
that goes without saying, but you did say it.
Lean into surprise, lean into delight, lean into delivering an experience.
I think would help if I gave some context on me. Okay, I want to get into me.
Sure, please. About time.
I like to say that I grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Okay.
Did you in fact grow up on the wrong side of the tracks?
Well, I do like to say it, and it is also true.
Sounds good.
Well, it is true, David. It is true. The reason is there was a Burger King on the other side of the tracks, and during lunchtime, the trains would come through. It would take forever to kind of cross. Given my kind of experience, my street knowledge in the suburbs of New England, I feel that I am in a unique position to tell people what the really hard truths are that they need to learn to improve their hustle.
That's it.
How do you handle competition?
I mostly just don't pay any attention to it. I don't know who my competition is. If someone's competing with me, I hope they're winning because I think that probably feels good. But I honestly, if you're losing to me, I'm sorry. I wish you wouldn't have to do that. It's a big world. I can't imagine that there are enough people trying to do and achieve the things I'm trying to do and achieve to make it harder for me to do that.
So you don't believe it is a zero-sum game. You believe everybody can win.
Oh no, a lot of people are going to lose.
A lot of people are going to lose. Like, I'm glad we're closer because I was getting a little nervous for a second, David.
No, plenty of people will lose, but I don't think it'll be due to competition.
David, quick question. What other titles do you hold at your company?
Well, the beauty of being a privately held company and we get to run the shop, so we get to make up all of our own titles. I think on YouTube I'm still an experiential experiencer.
So one might even call you Mr. Title.
I perhaps I can hold that. My father's doctor title, I didn't achieve the level of education he did, which has been probably a disappointment for them. But
I do have inside information in that is in fact a disappointment.
Yeah, I feared it.
A quick game of hot seat. 10 questions straight from the hip, straight to the heart. Can we do that?
No wings?
No wings on this one, David.
All right, let's go.
Question 1, who is your hero?
I'm gonna have to say my wife.
Your wife is your hero.
It's gonna work for me in the long term.
Is she an entrepreneur?
She's a hustler.
Okay, David, acceptable answer. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned your hustle score is being rated throughout this entire thing by a constantly evolving algorithm that exists only in my head. Barbra Streisand or Barbara Walters, David?
It's tough because Barbra Streisand, I really loved Yentl as a kid for some weird reason, but Barbara Walters also a youth thing because of Baba Wawa and SNL. So I'm going to go Barbara Walters, Baba Wawa.
Correct answer, David. Barbara Corcoran, Shark Tank entrepreneur. What do you own more pairs of? Slippers, sandals, sneakers, or tube socks?
Tube socks.
If you had a time machine, would you either invest in Apple in the early 80s or kill Hitler?
I mean, it's the good of myself and the good of the people.
Correct.
I mean, I can't handle the wrath of my people, so I have to kill Hitler.
You have to kill Hitler. If
I
you
have
left
to.
Hitler in place, this
I
would
have
be
to.
quite an online.
I was lucky enough to get into Apple in the 90s.
House Stark or House Lannister, David?
Was that the one with the dragons?
What's your favorite offshore destination to conceal revenue?
I know people like all those island locations and the tropical stuff, but I tend to spend more time in Europe, so you want to be closer to your money.
Correct.
So I think
Go Europe.
I think Luxembourg.
Luxembourg is hot right now. I'm very glad you didn't say Cayman. Caymans have jumped the shark, if you ask me. Belize is very hot right now, and I'll tell you what else. I'm hearing great things about Singapore. You better cross your T's if you want to dodge those IRS fees. Favorite memory of a commercial from the 1990s?
I loved how horrifyingly annoying the old Hungry Hungry Hippos ads were. And it was all about consumption, which I think was real big at that time. And,
yes, Hungry Hungry Hippos. We'll have to look up their ultimate valuation to see if that was a problem.
Again,
David, the last thing, we've added a section to Hustle Russell. It's called Ask Me Anything.
Excellent.
Sorry, so it's Ask Me Anything.
So I get to take on the mantle.
Right, that's correct, David. So the section is called Ask Me Anything.
I guess I would ask you, how long till you personally will take a Carnival cruise again?
Good question. On the one hand, there is a lot of money from the passengers of Carnival cruise destinations, and I like that because I can sell to them while they are eating and pay for my cruise fare several times over again. On the other hand, those are quite hot with this new happening virus that's out there.
It comes down to hustle, don't die from a stupid disease. Where are you on that spectrum?
Great way to phrase it. I love that phraseology. But I think what really my only answer is the answer that is what I have already requested my future burial staff to engrave on my tombstone, which is in fact hustle or die. So if that is the equation, and if I have to live by my own motto, which I do, the answer is I will see you on that Carnival cruise in less than 10 days. Thank you for coming by. Any parting thoughts?
Stay strong. Don't touch your face.
Stay strong. Don't touch your face unless there's a dollar bill on it. You got to take it off and put it in your pocket.
That's it.
And if you want to do cool things in experiential marketing, if you want to host your own virtual event in the actual sense of the term, please speak to this gentleman, Bravo Media, the heart of Manhattan, making it all happen. If you want to join that winner's tribe, you better hit that subscribe. This has been David Title. This has been Hustle Russell. That's 2 L's, 1 life.